Coming up on this episode of SHS News, with the solar eclipse looming on Monday afternoon, Mr. Fisher shares some tips on how to best experience the event.
And we fire up the spotlight this week on Summit High School senior Mitchell Piria.
We have all that and more on this week's episode of SHS News.
Good morning, Summit High School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Hilltoppers. Today is Friday, April 5th. Welcome back to Summit High School News. I'm Sam Gavea.
And I'm Emma Heimpel. Starting this week, students will be leaving their ID on its lanyard on a hook while in the restroom. Any student without an ID or lanyard can purchase new ones from the main office. If you're in the habit of using a sticker as a temporary ID, please come to the main office for a replacement ID. If you have any questions, please see Miss Aaron or Mr. Murtaugh in the main office.
April is World Autism Month, and we'll be celebrating the differences in our Hilltopper family and promoting messages of awareness and inclusion. Senior reporter Abby Hicks brings us this week's message.
April is National Autism Acceptance Month, and it's all about celebrating diversity and fostering understanding. You might have heard of Autism Awareness Month, but this year we're shifting the focus to acceptance. So what does that mean? It means recognizing that every person, regardless of their abilities, has a unique perspective to offer. Our school community can make a difference by promoting kindness, empathy, and inclusion. Let's break down barriers and create a more compassionate world. Together, we can make a positive impact.
Get your eclipse glasses ready because this Monday is the first solar eclipse since 2017. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, casting a shadow on our planet. The eclipse will be visible in our area on Monday between the times of 2 and 4:30 p.m., with 90% coverage occurring around 3:25. Mr. Fisher has more information on how to stay safe and experience the event.
So solar eclipses, where the moon passes between Earth and the sun, are a bit rarer than lunar eclipses, where Earth's shadow falls on the moon. Basically, anyone for whom it's nighttime would see a lunar eclipse happening, but a solar eclipse only happens when the moon's shadow traces across a certain part of Earth. We're pretty close to the area of totality. It's kind of like up north of us in New York, but we're going to have the moon's shadow tracing pretty close to a cross summit. We're going to see around 90% of the sun obscured.
It's a really rare sighting. It doesn't really happen that often. The next one's going to be in 2045, so we're all probably going to be like adults now. So this is really exciting for everyone. The first eclipse I was going to see was a lie. It didn't happen. So yeah, this is really exciting for everyone, and I hope everyone can make it.
People are able to come out to the turf, and we're going to have 3 telescopes set up. We're going to have a projection of the solar eclipse and a solar telescope, and then, like I said, because it's going to be dark, we're going to have one of our mechanical telescopes pointed at Jupiter to try to see Jupiter as if it's nighttime almost.
Please don't stare at the sun. We're going to be very clear about this. Do not look at the sun directly. It's going to hurt. Don't do that. You'll burn your eyes. Don't look at the sun. Look through the glasses.
This week, Jason Cespedes shines the senior spotlight on Mitchell Piria, an active member of our community who shows the Hilltopper spirit by volunteering and participating in a variety of activities.
A lot of people just, I don't know, think about me as just smart in general, so it's weird. I'm Mitchell Piria. I'm a senior, and I run the chemistry club, and outside I do some volunteering. It kind of goes hand in hand with the volunteering. We like to help people who are struggling with any chemistry. Back in my sophomore year, me and my friends struggled a lot, so we wanted to have a place for people to be able to learn and get help. And then we also like to bring a team to the New Jersey Chemistry Olympics. So there are a lot of different things you can do, many different events from research to labs. Last year, my team did a lab and it went pretty well. I mean, really, it was a surprise when we got second place in our event. We're really proud of that. I think it's the first time Summit High School classes went in a few years, and we're proud to say that we brought home a medal on our first try. I do some tutoring, and I do volunteering, of course. I tutor kids with math, and I like to tutor with TriCan. You may not know it, but it's Summit in New Providence for like kids with special needs. I think there are a lot of great people in the school other than myself at every subject, and of course like I may stand out in some while others stand out in other subjects. It's tough to balance it sometimes because I think the anxiety gets to you a lot, and it's just important. My mom always says work hard and play harder, but you can't play without the work. The most memorable thing for others that I'll do is my volunteering. That's why I've continued doing it for a long time. I just hope that in years down the line, these kids that may need somewhere to have fun or think back can remember to me playing whatever, basketball or soccer with them, and I hope that leaves a lasting impact. I just want to be remembered as like a hard worker from both sides and someone who's just willing to help out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't miss the District Arts Festival happening tonight right here at SHS from 4:30 to 9:30 tonight. Stop by to check out the artwork by our SHS Fine and Practical Arts students and hear live performances from musical ensembles from 8th through 12th grade. There will be woodworking, video production, design, and photography on display. It's sure to be a wonderful evening that you won't want to miss.
And finally on today's show, we have another message from our administration about senior parking. Please make sure your parking permit is clearly displayed in your car.
That's a good point, Emma. Actually, someone complimented me on my parking job yesterday. They left me a sweet note that said, "Parking fine."
And on that bombshell, that's this week's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emma Heimpel.
And I'm Sam Gavea. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next week.